All right, hello guys. How are you doing? It's Gavin here, and I'm back today with a client sort of interview, story testimonial, call it what you want. So Lynn has been with us for about 3 years, maybe a bit more than that, three and a bit,
Yeah,
3
coming
years.
up 4 years.
4 years. There you go. Cool. And Lynn really is. She's a small business owner. She owns a Casey clinic over in where is it again? It's over in
Onehunga.
Onehunga. Yeah. So if you're over there, go and check it out. But what Lynn's got, she hasn't got a weight loss story per se, but you know her goals are slightly different. So what I wanted to do was just have her on the camera. She can tell you about how she does things, ask some questions, and then obviously we'll just have a bit of a chat as we go through. So there you go. Welcome, Lynn. Thank you.
Okay.
Good stuff. Okay, so just like if you could introduce yourself to like the 12 people that's going to watch. Do you know what I mean? Just like I guess really like how you found us, you know, what's your background with health and fitness, you know, why you joined us, what you found us, all that good stuff.
Right. So this is way back when you guys were under the RSA, and I found out about the gym opening up underneath the RSA, which I thought was interesting in itself. And I thought I just got engaged actually, and I thought, oh, my goal was to be in the best shape possible for the wedding, which was about 18 months away from that date. And I went to a session which was like an open night, and you and Alex are really informative about the gym and why it was going to be different, because I didn't want to join a gym that was like where my son goes with all the mirrors and lightly prepared girls. So yeah, and I thought, oh, you know, I'll go along, see what it's like, and thought, oh, I'll get the hard sell, which I didn't really get the hard sell, but yeah, I just joined up because I thought, oh, it's a great concept, and I like the idea that it was small numbers.
Oh, good stuff. So with obviously the wedding and stuff. So up until that point, like had you been into health and fitness at all? Had you been a gym goer before that, or was this the first sort of time?
Pre-children, I had been a avid gym goer, but yeah, then you have children and then you never get back into it. And now they're of an age, or they were of an age where I could actually get back into the gym. So I kept up my fitness as far as walking. I was pretty good with my food. But I hadn't done any strength training, and it became really aware about that I wanted to build up my strength, and seeing like how like my parents went downhill at that same sort of age, and seeing other people that if they fall down, they break something or can't get back up. So that was kind of a motivator as well.
You know, look, that's a fair point, because obviously certainly females themselves anyway, when they get over, I guess, 40s, 50s and above, you know, your body's changing, menopause and stuff, and a side effect is like osteoporosis, isn't it?
Yes.
Which is not amazing. So when you said like you obviously you joined us, which was cool. What did you think what was different about our concept to a normal gym? Because sometimes it's quite hard for us when we explain what we do to differentiate us from a gym, because we have a gym. You know, people assume you are a gym. So what in your eyes, what is it that we do a little bit differently, and what made you join us in the first place?
Probably the first one was the offering of like one-on-one coaching every 4 weeks. Instead of just someone reading off a sheet, this is, you know, here's your program, away you go for it. It's really customized to your goals. Also customized because over the period of time I've had a couple of operations, and I've had injuries that we was at the gym, and so everything's been really, really customized. And I like that approach. And what else different? Yeah, the small numbers, like being able to go to the gym and it's not packed. That's really important, but also having people of similar ages, that's important too.
Cool. So like in terms of that last one, I mean, like we have got small numbers. We only got about 200 people, and that's probably us anyway. So with like how important do you see it working out with people of the same age and the same goals and stuff? How high do you put that on the scale, I suppose, of importance?
It's really high. It's a real priority for me, because you know you're going to go along and you can have sort of conversations with people if you want to, if you're doing your training, like your weight training, and if you're doing classes, like quite often have a bit of a chat to people, and they've become friends. And it's part of a community. Yeah. So that's the other thing about the gym. It's more of a community feel.
Yeah, sure. Good. I mean, that's kind of what we wanted in the first place. We never wanted to be a big box kind of gym where you're just pumping numbers through. I think it's like we actually want people to get results. That's the whole point of what it is, right? So
Yeah.
like segueing into that bit, but when you, like, I remember when you first came to us, you're obviously very walking fit, cardiovascular fit, but you were, I wouldn't, you weren't frail, but you were slim, and you was like, I kind of had to be a bit careful with the weights you were lifting. And now obviously you're really strong, obviously. So like, how have you transitioned, do you think, from, like, you know, being walking fit to now strong as well? Like, how has that been for you over the last 4 years, 3, 4 years?
Oh, it's incredible because no matter what you're doing, like to be able to lift something and lift it carefully is really important. The other thing that you talk about a lot and other people do is that when you get older, how does it go? Your metabolism doesn't decrease. It's just that quite often that your muscle mass does.
Yeah.
And for me to keep that in balance and not like put weight on in older years is important. So understanding that connection.
Yeah. So like with, and you're absolutely true. It's like you use it or lose it, isn't it? It's like you gotta keep working out. And what I say to people is like building a reserve for life. Is that when you're in the gym doing squats and it can get a bit boring, you actually, every squat you do, every deadlift you do, every press you do is actually building a reserve for when you need it outside of the gym environment, isn't it? So what I was going to say now is I'm just trying to find some of your lifts now on the thing to show how strong you've gotten. So have you got any, like, in terms of the exercise that we do? What are some of what was some of the most the strongest lifts that you've got at the moment from where they were before?
Oh, I can't remember.
I remember.
Hopeless with numbers, but I just
Okay.
know that I can do more reps on some of the exercises. And as you know, one of my goals is to be able to do pull-ups without support. So, and at first when you said it would take some time, it has taken me a long time, but I'm amazed that I can do them even though they are supported. But the day that I can do a few without support would be amazing. So yeah, it's a bit of a journey. It's not some kind of sprint and you're going to get there in the week.
Oh, you're absolutely right. So we've been chunking along at these pull-ups, right, since September, right? So it's quite a few months. And like for a lot of people, a pull-up is extremely difficult. You're lifting your whole body weight. If people don't know what that is, you're lifting your body weight up over a bar. So a lot of the regression exercises we started with you were lat pull downs, like sitting on the bench, pulling weights down towards your chest. So when you first started with us, we were doing 3 sets, and you were 8 reps, only 8 reps. And it was with a band, so yes, it is supported. Yeah. But the band has still been there, and we've even reduced the band a little bit, right? So you're now up to 15 reps. So, you know, that's like about like 7 or 8 reps more consistently. So that's a lot of strength to be gained. Like it really is. People go, oh, it's only 8 to 15, but it's like double. So since September, you've doubled your strength in terms of upper body pulling, right? Which is like phenomenal. So again, if you apply that again for another 6 months, you may be able to do a full one without. So when, like, with that in mind, we do track everything. We make sure that all the weights are right and everything else. Like, would you say that feeds into part of the motivation for always trying to do a little bit more than you did before, or what would it be?
Yeah, it is motivation. It's like, you do want to improve, but also like the consistency. So making sure that I do at least a couple of weight training sessions a week. That's important to me, because I know that that's the only way I'm going to get better.
Sure.
And challenge myself, but also on the days where I might not feel like in top condition for whatever reason, like coming into winter and stuff like that, but just like turning up, like having your gym gear out the night before, knowing that if you get there, you're going to do your workout. So, even if you say, I'll get there and I'll just sit on the bike, before you know it, you're halfway through your workout and enjoying it. Sure. Yeah.
It's just getting there, isn't it? It's getting there and starting, isn't it? Yeah. So in terms of like motivation, I always love to listen to people's insights on that, because I guess it's motivation gets you going, and discipline that keeps you moving forward, and habits and things. So like, what is your main motivation? Like, why do you keep on doing even when you don't feel like, even though you're running a busy business and stuff? What is it for you?
It's to be fit and healthy. It's just that simple. Yeah. I mean, I've got kids and I've got lots of friends and family, and I just want to be healthy and be also healthy to run my business effectively. you know, like we're in the business of looking after people as well, and they don't want to come in and see someone that's like aged beyond the years and can hardly walk. So yeah, it keeps your mind ticking over as well. It's not just your body. Good exercise first thing in the morning is just a great way to start the day and set you up for a good day.
Bro, that's awesome. So like on that, touching on your busy schedule, like a lot of people will use time as an excuse of not being able to do exercise, right? And it's a big deal. You know, I haven't got time for that, I haven't got time for this. But like you, as you rightly pointed out, you know, you run your own business. It's a relatively new business as well, so you're probably busier than most trying to learn the new ropes and everything. You got a family, you've got quite a good social life as well. So how do you prioritize it with your busy schedule?
I know for a fact that if I didn't do it in the morning, I probably wouldn't do any exercise. Right. Because some nights I'm not finishing here till 7 o'clock, so there's no way I'd go to the gym after that. I need to go to bed at a decent hour. And depending on whether I'm doing a class or my own training, I always try and get like 8 hours sleep. That's really important for me, and to get good quality sleep.
Yeah, good. That's awesome. So, like, I guess it's a priority. You do prioritize your health and fitness. There's no doubt about it. So what would you say to somebody that like said, "Oh, I'm not a morning person and I can't get up in the morning"? What would your best bit of advice be for that?
I think you can change. I think a lot of people. I was talking to a friend the other day, and she said, "Oh, I don't get to bed before midnight." And I was like, but I think one of the things that you've said is like, if you want to become a morning person or start to change your sleeping pattern, is to go to bed like half an hour earlier, and then eventually you will start waking up earlier. Yeah. If that's what you want to do.
Cool. Yeah, you got to want to do it. It has to be a priority, isn't it? I mean, it's like not just something that's going to happen. So I think we covered off everything. It's really awesome to talk to you guys and get a bit of insight into how you going and getting on. So like, what would your best piece of advice be for somebody just starting out who understands that they need to get stronger and fitter and lose weight, gain weight, whatever? Like, what's your best piece of advice for somebody who's just about to start out?
To be honest, just to come and have a chat to you guys, like until they've actually been inside the environment and had a chat one-on-one. I think there's too many misperceptions about what the gym is going to be like, what the trainers are going to be like. And it is a parallel to what we do. Like some people walk past our clinic so many times and won't come in because they think that, you know, we're all like young dolly birds and all perfect. And once they come in and understand like that we want to help people, so that's a parallel with the gym. Like you guys really, really want to help people. And the other thing that I was kind of astounded by is the amount of resources that you put out, like you know, recipes, free seminars, all sorts of stuff that you produce that's highly customized to the target audience. So yeah, I think the best piece of advice would come and have a chat and get to know the gym.
Sure, that's awesome. Thanks, I do appreciate that. That's fantastic. Give you your $10 after. So like, if where could people find you? Because obviously you do own Casey Clinic in Onehunga, right? So if people were in Onehunga, like what's the best way to contact you, or your Facebooks or anything? You got all that going on, or?
Yeah, I mean, we've got our own website. So if you go to casey.co.nz and look for Onehunga, we're at 120 Church Street, and you can find us there, and we'd love to see you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Lynn. That's awesome. All right. I'll speak to you soon.
Okay. Thanks, Kevin. Bye.
Okay, guys, so I hope you found the podcast of value. If you did and you're struggling with your own health and fitness journey, there's a link in the description for a free discovery call with me. And that free discovery call, we're going to cover off a little bit about you, your history, your goals, what you want to achieve, and maybe we can help you or not with your own health and fitness goal. So if that does sound like something that you'd like to do, then click on the link in the description, and I look forward to chatting to you in the very near future. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.